Hi, this is Greg Robinson from myphotographyshow.com, and I'm here right now to critique this image. This image was sent in by Michael, who lastly asked a question on how to take pictures of concerts. Now, Michael, I see you took some of my advice, and I'm pretty pleased about that. I'm going to critique this image in two steps. First one about settings, even though you didn't give us any, and the second part is going to be about composition. Okay, let's dive right into it. Sorry. So, Michael, what I like about this is you said to me, how can I take pictures in low light without flash of concerts? So, well, a flash in concerts is kind of complicated, but yeah. What I said to you was, generally when I take photo concerts, or concerts of photos, or no, rather photo concerts, what I do is I tend to wait for the light of the concert to come onto the member of the group that I want to shoot. So if it's the guitarist, I wait for the light to shoot on the guitarist. If it's the singer, I wait for the same thing. When I told you this, what I meant was using a zoom. Now, if you're going to go for images like this, where you're practically as a wide angle, but you seem to be pretty far back in the public, but kind of a wide angle shot, or a general shot, you have to be very careful about your positioning. Here, as you can see, you have the singer, which is singing in front of the drummer in the back, which we can't see at all, which is kind of a shame. If you had moved slightly towards the left, you would have been able to bring the singer as he's in front of the drummer. You would have been kind of in the middle of the guitarist, or bassist. I think it's a bassist. There are only 4 chords there. Next to the bassist and the drummer. So you would have had a real group shot. Okay. The reason why you framed so high, as it were, you were kind of shooting like this, up like that, was to get the group at the bottom of the frame here and the lights at the top. Now that's a good choice. Quite frankly, I like that kind of shot. The problem is those lights are way over your group. They're way over the band, and therefore you've got lots of empty space just here where there isn't anything going on. You know, it's kind of a shame. We can see the smoke, yeah, obviously, but there's nothing going on. So if I were to crop this image the way you should have framed it at the beginning, it would give us something like this. Let's try and get a rectangle going, which already looks a little more interesting. Okay. Problem is there are no lights. Well, how can you get a group shot like this with the lights? Basically, you have to move further towards the stage, be much closer up, and shoot upwards like that. You have to place the lights behind the members of the group. Okay, so those are two main important things. First off, composition, so in function of your point of view, and the second part is where you're going to place the different elements in your frame. I remind all of you on this, not just Michael, all of you, that what goes in the frame depends on you. You are the ones who choose what is going to be in the photo and what is not going to be in the photo, and that is firstly chosen by your point of view, where you're going to be, and the second part that enables you to choose this is your focal length. If you're going to use a 300mm, you can fit a lot less information in there than if you're going to use, I don't know, a 16mm, for example. Okay, but it's you who decides what goes in the frame, so, and where it goes as well. That depends on your point of view, on where you are, depending on what you're shooting. That's how you manage your background, that's how you manage the placement of your subjects in the frame, and the composition. That's how you can respect the rule of thirds, that's how you can manage lots of different placing of elements. You know, you've got a square, what are you going to do on that square? It's like a painter. We're painters, we're light painters. Photography comes from the Greek, graphic meaning drawing, drawings, graphic, and photo being light. So you're drawing light. That's what photography is. What light are you going to draw? What are you going to put on there? So this is a pretty good image, Michael, especially in your settings. I really like what you've managed to get here in terms of atmosphere. The atmosphere is great. We're really feeling it. Although I would have also, for group photos, for group shots, you might see this on the homepage of My Photography Show. Have a look, where I did a group shot of, well, it was a group, a music group. You see a lot of energy going on in there. Now, that was in studio. I did that photo in studio, and I was driving the energy. And you have, I mean, these guys have to give all they have just so you can get a glimpse of what's going on in a photo. That's what makes the difference between a very good group, a well-known group. Generally, you'll see the energy that they put into their concerts, and a beginning group, a group that's kind of starting off or having fun with friends, they kind of stay in front of the mic or behind their guitars, and they don't move too much, okay? That's kind of a problem for us photographers. So, 2 things to better this image, Michael. One of which is the most important, is your point of view. So slightly more to the left and closer towards the group so that you can get the lights in. And second, placing your elements correctly in the frame so that the information is nicely dispersed throughout the canvas. Okay? There we go. I hope this helped you out. Send us any other photos you have so that I can help you. All your other viewers, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope this was helpful to you too. Don't hesitate to send your photos to myphotographyshow.com. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, where we've got lots of different things going on there. This was Greg Robinson saying you have fun shooting, and until next time on myphotographyshow.com.